Good morning, children. Sairam. So, today we are going to see active English. Okay, let's start with the chapter 20. Okay, so in this chapter, we are going to learn how to read a time and how to represent in the clock. Okay, so if you see the clock, there are two hands in it, isn't it? There are two hands in the clock. So one is shorter and one is longer, isn't it? The shorter one is called hour hand. Shorter one is called hour hand, and the longer one is called minute hand. Okay, longer one is called minute hand. Okay, so if the minute hand passes the number 1, if the minute hand passes the number 1, then we'll say 5 past. Then we'll say 5 past. Okay. See if the hour hand is approaching 2 and minute hand is here, then we'll say 5 past 2. 5 past 2. Okay, 5 past 2. Okay, if the minute hand passes 2, then we'll say 10 past 2. 10 past, it is 10. 10 past 2. Okay. Then if the minute hand passes this 3, then we'll say a quarter past 2. If the hour hand is approaching 2, is in 2, then we'll say a quarter past. Then we'll say a quarter past 2. Okay. If the minute hand passes this 4, then we'll say 20 past. Then we'll say 20 past the hour. Okay, 20 past the hour. Okay. If the minute hand passes this 5, then we'll say 25 past the hour. Okay, 25 past the hour, the present hour. Okay, if the minute hand passes this 6, then we'll say half past the hour. Half past, we'll say half past. Okay, suppose the hour hand is at 3 and the minute hand is at 5, then we'll say 25 past 2. 25 past 2. Is it clear, children? 25 past 2. Suppose the hour hand is at 3 and the minute hand is at 6, then we'll say half past 3. Half past 3. Is it clear, children? Half past 3. Or if the hour hand is at 1 and the minute hand is at 3, then what we will say? We will say a quarter past 1. A quarter past 1. Is it clear, children? A quarter past 1. Suppose the hour hand is at 1 and the minute hand is also at 1, then we'll say 5 past 1. 5 past 1. Okay, what is the time now? 5 past 1. Is it clear, children? Yes. Then now move on to the left side. Left side. Okay. See, if the minute hand passes this 7, then we'll say 25 to the when the hour hand approaches to the next hour. Suppose now it is 3, then after the half past 3 it approaches 4, isn't it? It approaches 4. So here we have to say 25 to 4. 25 to 4. If this the hour hand is at 3 and minute hand is at 7, then we will say 25 to 4, the next hour. Here we should put the next hour. Okay, if it is at our hand is at 3, then we'll put 4 here. Okay, the next hour. Okay, 25 to 4. 25 to 4. Okay, suppose if the hour hand is at 2 and the minute hand is at 8, then we'll say 22. The next hour will be 3, isn't it? It approaches 3. So 20 to 3. 20 to 3. Is it clear, children? The next one. Hour hand is at between 2 and 3 and minute hand is at 9. Then we will say a quarter to the next hour will be 3, isn't it? After 2, 3, isn't it? So a quarter to 3. A quarter to 3. Here what we will say, a quarter past. Past the same hour, isn't it? A quarter past the same hour 2. But here when it passes 9, we'll see we'll say a quarter to 3, the next hour. A quarter to 3. Okay, the next, it is almost 3 and the minute hand is at 10. Then what we will say, 10 to 3. 10 to 3. Okay, 10 to 3. But the minute hand passes this 2, then what we will say, 10 past 2, the same hour, isn't it? 10 past 2. But the minute hand crosses this 10, then what we will say, 10 to 3, the next hour. 10 to 3. Okay, the next one, sorry, if the minute hand is at 11, then the hour hand will be approaching 3, isn't it? And after 2. So here what we will say, 5 to it approaches 3, isn't it? So 5 to 3. 5 to 3. Suppose the minute hand is at 1 and the hour hand is at 2, then what we will say, 5 past 2. 5 past 2, the same hour. Okay, if it passes 11, then we'll put the next hour. Okay, 3. 5 to 3. 5 to 3. Is it clear, children? Yes. So shall we represent in the clock? Yes. So here, see the first picture. It is 2 o'clock. It is 2 o'clock. So the hour hand is at 2 and the minute hand is at 12, isn't it? It is 2 o'clock. It is exactly 2 o'clock. Okay. The next one, it is 3:30. It is 3:30. Half past. So 3:30. Past means this is the same hour, isn't it? So the hour hand should be at 3 and the minute hand should be at 6. It is 3:30. Okay, how many minutes past 3? Half past. 3. Okay, half past means 3. This is the same hour. Okay, 2 means it is the next hour, isn't it? So here half past they have given. So 3, so the same hour. Okay, so this is the representation of 3:30. Yes, shall we do the next one? Yes. Next one is, it is 4:10. It is 4:10. So the hour hand should be at 4, isn't it? It is 10 past only. So the hour hand should be at 4. And the minute hand should be at 10 past. So 2. So this is 10 past 4. It is 10 past 4. Can you all understand, children, how to represent? Yes. It is 10 past 4 they have given. So past means this is the present hour. So our hand should be at 4 and the minute hand should be at 2. Okay, it is 10 past 4. Is it clear? Shall we move on to the next one? Yes. Next one is, it is a 5:15. 5:15. So here they are given quarter past. So 5 is the present hour, isn't it? Present hour. So the hour hand should be at 5. The hour hand should be at 5. Minute hand should be at a quarter. So it should be at 3. 3. Okay, it is a quarter past 5. Quarter past 5. So it is the representation of quarter past 5. Next one, it is 22:07. 22. So here they have given 2. So 7 is the next hour, isn't it? 7 is the next hour. And 20 means the minute hand should be at 8. Isn't it? The minute hand should be at 8. Yes. 22:07. 22:07. 7 is the next hour, isn't it? Half past means the present hour and 7. So it should be at, the hour hand should be at 20:07. 20:07. So here they have given 22:07. So 7 is the next hour. So present hour is 6, isn't it? So the hour hand should be at 6 and 20. Here 20 means the minute hand should be at 8. The minute hand should be at 8. It is 22:07. 7. So clear, children? If they have given like 20 past 7 means 7 is the present hour. Okay, and 20 is, then the minute hand should be at 4 and the hour hand should be at 7. Okay, here they have given 20 to 7. 20 to 7. So 7 is the next hour. So present hour is 6. So the hour hand should be at 6. And 20. 20 means the minute hand should be at 8. Okay. Is it clear, children? Yes. So shall we do one more thing? One more one? Yes. The next one they have given. It is 25 past 8. 25 past 8. So here they have given past. So it is the present hour. So our hand should be at 8. The minute hand should be at, here they have given 25. So the minute hand should be at 5. Is it clear, children? Yes. So it is the representation of 25 past 8. Is it clear, children? So in this chapter we have learnt how to represent the time in a clock. Yes, and how to tell a time. Is it clear, children? Yes. So the remaining you can do at your home. Okay. Shall we move on to the next chapter? Yes. Chapter number 21. Okay. So see the picture. So it is a classroom, isn't it? So these activities were happened yesterday. So these activities were happened yesterday. Yesterday means it is past tense, isn't it? It is past tense. So see the picture and we are going to answer some questions. So we are going to answer in which tense? Past tense, because these activities were happened yesterday. Okay. So if it is singular, we use the verb was. If it is plural, then we use the verb were. Okay. See the picture. So there are 2 girls and 2 boys and 1 teacher, 1 dog. Isn't it? 1 girl is behind the door and 1 girl is behind the blackboard. Isn't it? And the dog was sitting near the door. Isn't it? Then what are all the things are there in the picture? And 1 ball was on the table and some flowers were on the table. Some flowers were on the table and 1 ruler was on the table. Isn't it? And what are the things? 2 boys were sitting at their desks, isn't it? And some books were on the floor. Some books were on the floor. And 2 cats, isn't it? 1 cat, 2 cats were sitting on the chairs, isn't it? 2 cats were sitting on the chairs. And what do you see in the picture? Here, aeroplane was flying in the sky, isn't it? Aeroplane was flying in the sky, isn't it? So shall we move on to the questions? Yes. So based on this picture only, they have asked some questions. Okay. So we are going to answer all these questions in past tense. Okay. If it is singular, we are going to use the verb was. If it is plural, then we are going to use the verb were. Okay. See the first question. Where was the ball? Where? See the heading, where were they yesterday? Where were they yesterday? So they have given yesterday, so it should be past tense. Okay, we should answer in past tense. Okay, see the first question, where was the ball? See the picture, where was the ball? So it was on the table, isn't it? It was on the table. So see the answer, it was on the teacher's desk. It was on the, it was on the teacher's desk. Isn't it? Next one is, where was Anu? Where was Anu? In the picture, we have seen two girls, isn't it? Two girls and two boys, isn't it? So, Anu is the name of one girl, isn't it? See the answer, she dash behind the blackboard. See, she dash behind the blackboard. So, she was Anu, this girl. Isn't it? She, then what we have to write? She was. She was. W-A-S. Because where was Anu? So they were asking about a girl. One girl, isn't it? Singular. So we are using the verb was. Okay. She was behind the blackboard. Okay, is it clear? Yes. Next one, see the third question. Where was Maya? So the another girl name is Maya. Okay, where was Maya? See the answer, she dashed the door. She dashed the door. So where was Maya? So this girl's name is Maya. So she dashed the door. She was behind the door, isn't it? She was behind the door. So what we have to write here? Where was Maya? She was behind the door. She was behind the door. She was. Okay. Here we are using was because they are asking about one girl, Maya, isn't it? It is singular. So we are using was. Is it clear, children? Yes? Yes. Let's move on to the next question. Where were the books? So here books. It is plural, isn't it? So they have given where. Plural, isn't it? So plural, for plural we are using where. See the answer, they were on the floor. They were on the floor. They were. They were on the floor. Is it clear, children? Yes. It is very easy, isn't it? See the fifth question. Where were the flowers? Where were the flowers? So where did you see the flowers? They were on the teacher's desk, isn't it? So how to write? They dash on the teacher's desk. They dash on the teacher's desk. They flowers. It is plural, isn't it? So we have to use where. Question itself, they have given where. Isn't it? So they were on the teacher's desk. Is it clear? If it is plural, sorry, if it is singular, we have to use was. If it is plural, then we have to use the verb where. Okay? Okay, see the next question. Where were Prem and Mohan? So there were two boys in the picture, isn't it? So what are their names? Prem and Mohan. So where were Prem and Mohan? Where were they? So they were sitting at their desks, isn't it? They were sitting at their desks. So we have to write where were Prem and Mohan? They were sitting at their desks. Is it clear? They were. Because they are asking about two persons, isn't it? Prem and Mohan. So here we are using the verb were. They were sitting at their desks. Okay. So similarly, the next question. See, where were the cats? Where were the cats? So they were sitting on the chairs, isn't it? So what is the answer? They were sitting on the chairs. They were sitting on the chairs. Is it clear, children? So because there are two cats, isn't it? It is plural. So we are using were. They were sitting on the chairs. Is it clear? Yes. Shall we move on to the next one? Yes. Write short answers. Who was happy yesterday? Who was happy yesterday? So they have given one picture. See the picture? One girl is there, isn't it? Her name is Maya. Her name is Maya. So see the question. Who was happy yesterday? So yesterday. Yesterday means past tense, isn't it? Who was happy yesterday? So they are asking about this girl, Maya. So who was happy yesterday? Maya was. Who was happy yesterday? Maya was. Okay, the answer will be Maya was. The answer will be Maya was. Okay. See the next question. Who was unhappy yesterday? So they are asking about the person in the picture. Who was there? Prem. Isn't it? One boy is there. His name is Prem. So they are asking about Prem. Who was unhappy yesterday? Prem was. Who was unhappy yesterday? Prem was. The answer will be Prem was. Is it clear? Yes. Since Prem is singular, we are using was. Okay. The next one. See the third question. Who were in the car yesterday? Who were in the car yesterday? So see the picture. Look at the picture. So who were in the car? In the picture. So there were two girls, isn't it? Two girls. Their name were Maya and Anu, isn't it? Their name Maya and Anu. So who were in the car yesterday? Maya and Anu were in the car yesterday. Maya and Anu were. Here we are using were because there are two persons, Maya and Anu, isn't it? There are two persons. So we have to use the verb were. So Maya and Anu were in the car yesterday. Is it clear, children? Yes. So there are two verbs we are using two words to denote the past tense. If it is singular, then we have to use was. If it is plural, then we have to use the verb were. Okay? So clear, children? Yes. So the remaining you have to do at your home. Okay, children? Yes. So see you in the next class. Thank you, children.